It's a community of quirky, mischievous creatures who have lovingly raised an orphan human boy named Eggs in the amazing carnivorous home they've built beneath the streets of Cheesebridge.
What? This is the premise for the new movie Box Trolls, and Jim Ferguson is here to tell us all about the cast and crew.
It just sounds like fun.
I know, and seeing previews, my daughter really wants to see this, so I'm very interested to hear, what your views on it are.
Well, thank you so much, and I liked it. I'm a stop-motion type animated fan anyway, going back to Coraline and Paranorman and all that sort of stuff. And Elle Fanning plays a human in Cheesebridge, a little girl that meets a box troll boy, which she's an orphan, really. And it's kind of a Romeo and Juliet, because the humans in Cheesebridge hate the box trolls. They're scared to death of them.
Okay.
Who live underground, of course. And the box trolls are scared to death of the humans. So you have Romeo and Juliet getting together here. Okay.
Clever.
All right.
Not confusing
But Elle Fanning, Dakota's a little sister who is bigger. Taller.
Oh, yeah, she is taller.
She is taller. But she's worked pretty much Super 8 and a whole bunch of Ginger and Rosa films that she's done somewhere. She's an accomplished young actress and every bit as good as her sister. And forgive me, Dakota, but here's Elle Fanning.
When I read the script, I just loved her spirit, even though, because I know the audience, they kind of want to not like her at first because she's a little spoiled and a little bratty, so they're like, oh, who is this girl? But then as the movie goes on, you get to see her sensitive side, and you see that she just wants to do good. She's trying to help Eggs, and her father doesn't pay much attention to her, so she's always trying to get him to notice her. And yeah, she was very fun to play. I felt like she's so dramatic, and so you could really exaggerate things more than I think I would if I was in on a film set playing someone and it was not animated.
Please help us.
If I agree to help, you have to do exactly as I say.
I promise.
All right, first things first. Off with the box. Stop that! They're very misunderstood creatures, and but they're scaredy cats in reality, even though everyone thinks they're these monsters, but they're actually terrified of their own shadow, and so I think that also messages, don't be too afraid and just go for it, and get outside of your comfort zone, because sometimes a lot magic can happen when you do that.
I gotta admit, I'm a big fan.
Isn't she a delight? Yeah.
Yes, she is, and she's so young too.
Yes, still a teenager, and accomplished young actress.
Very.
She just seems so mature.
She does.
Yeah.
We have, the directors that do these animated films are so talented, and we have two of them, Graham Annabelle and Anthony Sache, who both two directors for this movie. They both worked on Coraline, Paranorman, all those stop motion. Tim Burton hires them. These guys always are working. They always have jobs, and they're very talented. And I talked to both of them about directing Box Trolls.
We put so much into making this film, I wasn't even sure I'd actually survive to see this day. It was so much work just to get to this point. So the fact that the whole world's going to see it makes me really excited.
Yeah, it's really funny to think after two films that there's a tradition to uphold, but there is. And Laika has a lot of fans that are really dedicated. I hope they like the movie.
In the town of Cheesebridge, when all good citizens are safe inside, beastly creatures roam the night.
Box trolls! Box trolls are monsters!
At least, that's what everyone's been told. Welcome to the magical world of the Box Trolls, where one lucky boy lives happily with his unusual family.
I think we're lucky that being an independent, house, we don't have to have the studio pressures, or actually we keep our budgets down, so we don't have to worry about appealing to absolutely everybody. And we think that Laika's history of having these movies with the slightly more dynamic, the darks are a little darker so that the brights and happies can be a little happier. That's part of our appeal and differentiates us.
Who are you, boy?
I'm a box troll.
Then let's see you fit in your box.
Now, Jim, will parents enjoy this movie as well?
I think so. I did.
Okay.
I did. Yeah, it's PG for all kids, you know. And I'll review it on Friday, and I'll talk to Sir Ben Kingsley, who's the real villain and bad guy in Box Trolls. And of course, and then Simon Pegg and Rosamund Pike, the two stars of Hector, The Search for Happiness. And speaking of happiness, I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you too,
I wish you were going to be here Friday.
I do too.
Anyhow, good
It's
luck
been
to you.
thank
And I
you.
predict this young lady will be a star.
You are so
We'll see her on
sweet.
national TV.
Absolutely, yeah. I believe that as well.
That's the goal, hopefully. I hope your prediction is right, but it's been a wonderful 2 years of sharing every Tuesday and Friday with you.
I loved it too. Thank you.
You are most welcome, and you keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, I will. Thank you. I hope.
Yeah, right? Jim brought along a copy of The Wolf of Wall Street on Blu-ray and DVD for you to win. Just visit TucsonMorningBlend.com and click on the contest link to enter the drawing.